Hey, g'day everybody, it's Matt here from Matt Carves. Hope you're all doing well out there. We are carving out of that today. It is cherry, it is a hardwood, and the importance of that is we are carving intricate details today. And tip number one for carving intricate details is you need a hardwood, and this is what we're going to carve today. Okay, so tip number two is drawing a good design. So here I am, I came up with a variety of designs. That one there was too complex, had too many flowers, and these stalks looked a little bit flimsy. And over the page I came up with this one, which I thought was quite elegant, and there was a lot of crossovers with the stalks, which improves the strength of the spoon overall. So on the right I am drawing it, but on the left I'm showing you where they connect. So this offers the spoon stability because the stalks in themselves are very fragile. So the more you can connect it, the better it is, but you don't want to connect it in too many parts. You want to make it look a little bit free. So I've connected the petals up at the top. So there's about 3 points there that they're connected. Okay, so carving in 3 dimensions is really hard. There's no denying it. How I find my way of doing it might work for you guys, I don't know. But I sort of like take things one step at a time. So I have left space there to carve into. So I'm going to carve the front of the flower first because I know what that kind of looks like. And I'm pretty happy with that, so I'll do that first and then try and work out how those stems connect into the back of the flower. And I can also bring the back of the flower right up to the front of the flower, so the petals are very thin. So here I am, I'm just going to carve the front of the flower here using a whole lot of different burrs there. I've got the favourite kind of sphere burr there, and if you move it really fast you can sort of like get a nice dome thing happening there. I'm using that Dremel bit there, and it's good for really straight lines. So I'm just sort of like defining the lines of the petals at the moment here with that. Okay, so I'm using a very long pointy kind of cone burr, I guess you'd say. It's a diamond burr, and it's great for getting into those little details there. So you can see I'm putting the detail, sort of like trying to get the petals kind of standing out a little bit more. I'm putting a few details on the petals themselves using that little mushroom burr there, that's what I call it, and that's a diamond burr as well. And just putting in sort of details on that crazy buttony looking thing in the middle of a flower. I have no idea what it's called. Don't really know much about flowers. So, and I'm using that mushroom burr to put in those same details into the flower petals as well. So just sort of defining the width of the petals that I want to take it back to. And also here I am doing the stems. Now it always seems easy in retrospect how to do 3-dimensional carving, but when you're faced with kind of a block of wood and you've got to put in these stems, it's really hard to sort of like figure out in your head where they all go. So I sometimes, what I'll do is I'll do a little marquette out of wire or something if I'm doing stems, and that seems to work. And then just go really gradually. You don't want to stuff it up, because once you've put in a hole in the wrong place, it's kind of all over. So just go slowly and yeah, take your time. There's no rush. Okay, so I've got a few little tricks to get into those really tight spaces like that one there where the stems connect. And you kind of want a real defining kind of line. You don't want that kind of look that the stem is joining onto the other stem. So I use a knife sometimes, and that is I believe it is a Moira 120, I think it is. Really great general knife, probably one of the best known brands in the world for carving knives, well, generalist kind of brand. And then I will just like get a little bit of sandpaper and try and get into those little nooks and crannies. You can't get away from sandpapering. And I have also been carving with these really tiny drill bits. You can see it works quite nicely actually. Thank you all for watching. I hope you found those tips useful, and you might be able to apply them in your own carvings. Even if it isn't a spoon, it might be something else that's intricate and beautiful. Happy carving, everybody, and if you could leave me a like or even buy me a coffee if you feel like it. And thank you all for supporting the channel. Always be nice, especially to your mum. Bye!